Since researching about the ancient history of felt making for my MA contextual study, which I did in Leeds at Leeds University, I have had a fascination for this ancient medium, special medium of wool and its potential possibilities in felt making, not only as a craft and in function uses, but also in the high end of the art market. Felt making was always assumed to be like a craft form, like crafty stuff. Yeah. And so I was trying to take it into a more sophisticated level of high art, really. So it was acceptable. That's why I exhibited in exhibition, said, I don't want it in the craft with the jumpers, I want it in with the art. So I always insisted that my work went in, and it was eventually accepted, and I was then treated as, like having my own solo exhibition. So I think that was my idea, was always to try and push the medium into a form of being acceptable as a sophisticated medium in art, whereas it wasn't really. It was always like, craft, wool, knitting, sewing, and it was all bunged into the corner and, folded over. And I sort of said, no, it's not that, So that's why I always worked really big, and I always had great big pieces, and they had to be recognised as big pieces. That's one of the reasons why I used to do great big pieces. Yes, I've always wanted to visit Mongolia and stay in a Mongolian tent and live the life that the Mongolians live and experience the felt around me. And it's always inspired a desire on me to make a Mongolian felt yurt. I had a generous offer by Yorkshire Yurt for the loan of a yurt for the week of the Tour de France coming through the Home Valley. And also a local gentleman farmer generously offered the use of his field free of charge in the centre of Home, which is a key site in Holmfirth. Suspended from the centre of the yurt, we have hung sculptures which have been created by children in workshops from schools and colleges. I've worked in 11 schools throughout the time from January to June, and these sculptures will be hanging from the centre of the yurt. I've also run a workshop for the international felt makers from the northeast, and they are making more professional 3D birds to hang from the yurt. Following my first meeting with a contingency from Yorkshire Yurts and Haute Couture, Mary Walker, storyteller and puppet maker, and Jane Moran from graphic design, Frank and Alex, we decided I'd make five times 1 metre hand-felted panels, which would be hung from the apex of the 25-foot yurt. Using montages of photographs from local landscapes and landmarks and abstract bicycle imagery, Jane Moran of Frank and Alice worked with me to create the designs and produce images and source material for me to work from. The ducks in the garden were useful for touches of live inspiration. It's been an exciting journey to attempt the challenge of making such enormous pieces. The first time I've made such enormous pieces. I'm thrilled to see the final result, and I've got so much to thank to all the people who've made it possible, from not getting my initial submission from the Tour de France. I have some wonderful people who've actually made the yurt possible. It is a wonderful space to live and work and play and sing and be with family and eat, and I really wanted just to create that experience maybe for children to go into and people to share that experience of living in one safe environment, especially it's made out of a living material, which is fleece. Mary Walker of the Holmfirth Writers Group organised a programme of events including music, storytelling and poetry, which really brought the yurt to life.